Do this type of thing, yeah? Where I lock up the foot, try to get to the side and take his back and stuff. Okay, but even, I don't have to wait for him to escape. Let's just say I'm in the mark and Carl knows jiu-jitsu, which is highly unlikely. You know, there's a wee bit. Okay, so he's got his hands really T-Rexed, and I mean, I have no chance. Can't get to the neck, the choke, Americano, nothing. Everything's really, really tight. So neck's off limits, he can't get it. But look, see where his feet is? Because he's going to keep his feet near his butt anyway. Yeah? Because he's going to be looking to bump. Even when he's here, he's going to be bump your hips, bump your hips. So his feet's always going to be, look, that foot's there. So I can still do that same move, guys. Yeah? Can't attack the neck. I'll just stick this in again and stretch him out a little bit. Okay? And again, maybe he turns his back, and if he does, like we did last week, or here, we stretch him out. Maybe he brings his hands down a little bit, right? And he's not defending the neck. So I'm here, really putting that on. He's distracted, his neck's maybe open, so I have one hand in, back to the cross choke. Once the opening's there, right, I can switch back. So I can use this as a distraction. Again, he's really T-Rexed. I give my foot in, I go like this. Maybe he just drops that hand just a little bit, you know, and the opening's there. Or I switch. See where it comes. Okay. Try that. Start off easy. So just what we did last week, guys. Carl's doing as usual, he's really protecting. Go for my move to freeze up the neck. I go for the neck, it's called cracking the nut. Options to take the arm bar from here. Okay, so I'm going to swim in, guys. I'm going to use my right hand. I'm going to swim in, grab his left tricep, and pull it across. Okay. A lot of people put their hand on the mat. I like to put my hand on their temple because, again, I want to control his head. Control his head, it's more difficult for him to escape. Plump my foot on the mat. And when I step over, guys, look, I don't keep this underhook, because if I fall back to here and I have my underhook and I'm here, Carl's just going to turn into me. Okay? So I need to make sure that I switch and transition. Just keep your grips. Now turn into me. Because of my base. Okay, we talked about being here and being here. Yeah, one more time. So if I go for the armbar from the mount and I go for this setup, I need to switch my grips. So again, he's T-Rex. I just want to feed this one in. Grab his tricep. So I'm going to pull it across. Okay. Put my elbow on the gut. Hand goes in the temple. Just plant my right foot on the mat. So when I swing my left leg over, watch, I switch. Just keep your grips. This hand goes in the mat. Driving with my feet, my hand on my hip. Good work. Taking the arm bar. One more time. So it's just about switching your grips. Okay, so face off arm lock. So again, he's got a really good defense. Slide it in, grab, pull tight, hand, plant, switch and transition. Okay? So we want to put this hand on my hip. This hand's face, stops Carl, okay, turning into me, and again later on we're going to look at how to deal if he grips his hands like this. Okay, try that. Here, be in the cross face, get my knee in the hip. Okay, again, Carl's goal is to swim under, to get the underhook, you know, and then he turns up onto his side, he goes my back. Okay, so again. We looked at, when I'm here, we looked at re-pummeling, yeah, to get the arm bar. Remember, I bring my foot underneath, so you can't hitchhiker escape, again, control of the elbow, control of the wrist, okay. When he swims in, guys, look, let's just say Carl swims in. I can't get the underhook now because he's too deep. But look, I'm here and he starts to swim in. Look, I'm here, but he has the underhook. So look, I'm just gonna bring this across. Okay. I need to make sure his hand is just about under my armpit. Okay? Now I'm going to move to north-south. Right. Place my elbow on his hip. Turn. Okay, let's call it tornado.
Turn around and see it, do you think, Nana?
So, here, Carl goes for his underhook. You know, I'm not gonna be able to get this in because it's too tight. So I'm here, halfway. I just pull it across. I haven't got the underhook. He's the underhooking me, but I'm gonna keep my elbow tight to his body. Okay, I'm in my base position. I walk around north south, and then I plant my elbow here. So I've got him in a shoulder lock. Just turn. I have. Okay, see where his hand is? Yeah? Under here. Position. Turn. Okay, one more time. So it's called tornado. Here. Get the base position. You know, I'm looking. I want the underhook. I want to be able to come across. And then I have it. But defense. Here, he gets the underhook. I'm not going to let, you know, I want to keep that grip. The key is get his hand. I want to keep it trapped under my armpit here. Okay? Walk to north south. Place my elbow on his opposite knee, and then I'm going to turn. And I'm here. I have it. Okay, try that. Again, I'm in my base position, side control. Part's probably going to start driving into my throat. I use the crook of my arm, shoot this across. Okay, remember we showed you anaconda. Switch my grips. Yeah. Walk towards his head. Okay, so.
That was a hard man, wasn't it? Come on in, you son of a bitch.
The good thing is they'll go for the brown belt. That's why I'm not even wearing a belt. Okay, so from here, cards diving into my throat. Let's just say I go to do my anaconda or whatever. I'm about to hop over, but Carl puts his foot up and does this nice little defense. So, I mean, I can't hop over now because of this leg. Okay, so I use my right hand, or even I can do it from here. Mark this through, just thread it through. Okay, I take my cross face off. Okay, from here, this leg is going to shoot all the way through to this side. So I've got my foot in an L shape at his hip, other foot's on his butt. Okay, and then have the knee bar. Okay, again, look. Detail. Foot is L-shaped. I want to be controlling that hip. Here. I want to keep his knee above my groin. Okay. Crook on the crook back of his knee. Just straight. And the knee bar. Again, one more time. Yeah. Can't stop.
It's only action he gets, Gemma.
So, I'm in my position. This foot's up, so again, not that this is wrong, this is good, it's stopping me from getting mine, but we're thinking of ways of attacking. So, my hand is through to the crook, I release my cross face, and this far leg is spaced out. I'm going to shoot across onto my left side and hook this foot in. Okay? One comes, my ankle, grip, glue this foot to my shoulder, just straighten my back. Here. And again, look, if I lose this, I haven't got it, so I need to make sure my foot is L-shaped. Okay, I keep his knee above mine, and then just straight. One more time. This side. So, look. L-shaped, my knees on the inside, squeeze squeeze with my knees. Okay, with the crook of my arm, back and heel, just foot to my shoulders, and then curve. Just strong it. Knee bar. So, when we were doing our back position way back, okay, I was showing you do your Mother-Leon defense, which is grab your bicep, and then this one comes underneath, because this goal, remember, is to push my foot off. So I want my right over my left, okay, not my left over my right, because if he goes to push that off, this comes off easier, whereas it's harder from here. And then we showed you how that I face with this hand, yeah, I plant my foot on the mat, and I bump my hip all the way up, and then up the arm, okay. Then we looked at his second best grip option, okay, which was coming, let's just say I was deep with my leg, hamstring driving into his face, so he couldn't get that. So when I done my move, he grips on the way back. So I want to come back, I switch grips again and get my Chimera grip, yeah? So I've control at the wrists, and then I can work on breaking that grip. Okay, so that's stuff we've done before. Let's look at other options. So again, from the face-off arm lock, we showed you we want to be here, so we have this. Hooking the legs, good too. Okay, so when he goes to do his hitchhiker escape and goes that road, it's kind of hard, or go the other road. Yeah, and goes the leg. Okay, so lots of different grips. So we'll start to deal with some of these. Just get your Greco grip like this. This one, yeah. So, options from here, and you maybe need a little bit of flexibility for this. It's the arm crush. So from here, guys, I just keep this hand on my hip. Okay, I'm going to bring, again, if his arms are raised like this, I'm going to do the next one, which is that. But if he keeps his arms glued to his chest, this is the one I'm going for. Okay, so all I'm going to do is going to bring my leg over the top. Okay, over the top, put it behind my knee, and I put this behind his head. Okay, now all I'm going to do is karate chop my thigh. Okay, again, one more time. So, I've got my position, just this in the hip. I have this, okay. If he's got this glued to his chest, this is the one I'm going for. So I just lift this over, okay. Put it behind my knee, and I just triangle my leg. See my thigh here? I open it, I just karate chop it. I knew karate would be useful for something. I just do that. Okay, so it's a compression lock on this. Okay? When you feel it, it's not nice. Okay, so try that. I'm going to do this card. He raises his arm, maybe not that high. Okay, but he raises them. If they're raised, I can't get this over, so I just shoot it through here. Okay? Fall back, card's going to sit into me. Triangle. Okay? And then I just slide this up. Check the arm bar. Triangle arm bar. So, your ribs. Okay, so go to do this because his arms are flat to his chest, but he raises them. I can't do this, so I just shoot this through. Okay, I can either wait till him turn into me, or I'll fall back myself, and I just make a triangle. But I'm not triangle choking, I'm going to arm bar. So, but I got my triangle locked. Right, and here I got my grips. I just slide this up. Okay, and grab. I have the arm bar. One more time. You can also do it this way if you want. Here. Space. Thread it through. I don't need the leg now at all. Okay. Fall back. Sits into me. Triangle. Have the arm bar. It's called the triangle arm bar.
Actually, not all got set up to me, Fred.
Good pressure on one of them. High pressure.
Push back and forward. It's not my fault.
Again, if you fall for the double ankle grab, you have it in your legs. You know, so put your knees into here. But right, you can do this.
Yeah. Not like walking the cross place. So.
This hand covers not. Look with your knees together. You can move your feet up and turn again. Feet here. Look. Right over there. Step. Yeah, and then you got my knees to here. Back to your knees. Just tuck your knees lifting here. So look, once you get my knees to the mat, you're going to pass, you're going to pass straight from there, no base. But look, control, see like you were in here, you've got nothing there, so you've got no cross stroke, go back to here.
It's time to get to there.
But you're just putting your knee on top. Look, better option.
You're not supposed to them.
Well, I could probably try and do that, but go back, here,
You alright?
watch, come back to here. Your knee in. Arm here. Okay, and then you can start to click. Go back.
What were you doing in the drill?
And
Yeah.
see you again.
Arm bar. Just one hand in.
So, go for your double leg. Turn me. Here. Okay, and put your knees crossed. See what you were there. Okay? So, again, once I get your knees together, yeah, you want to switch. Just to stay in the position. Much better, yeah. And work. You didn't go, you didn't do it. You didn't do that. Feet in the biceps is good. Let that there go. Well, one's good. But or both, put both in the biceps. And pressure. Butt off the mat. Butt off the mat. Yeah. Now, at any stage, yeah, you can switch. Keep one in here, control, one in here, and hook this, yeah, that's a good position. Lots of options, you can switch. Spider guard there, and I hook down, which is good. You know, I can bring this to the outside. Look at the view. That was steering wheel. You know, at any stage. I can push this back. Yeah? And I can switch. Yeah? Cross pass. And I'm there. Okay, so get down there with that. Here. Yeah? So you can say cut cross pass, rib buster. Okay. Back. Here. So at any stage and I'm here, and this is good, and I can play. But look, switch, get there, and I'm here. This is my new video all the time. Drive,
Don't make pressure.
in there.
Switch. Bring this hand and go. Yeah, nice, good song.
At any stage, this is good. Feet, control, wrist control, pressure in my biceps. So just get spider guard first. So at any stage, yeah, and you're here, because you have good control. Okay, get the cross grip. Pass this to this.
Keep working.
Alright, foot comes in here. Finger out here. This one hooks.
Take your leg all the way.
behind. Okay, so yeah. And you want to come up. Yeah. You see when you foot cross? This hand's got to be here.
Go for the Americano. Is the Americano with
That knee.
Oh, my platter, sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant.
See this foot?
Yeah, drive it through.
Bring it over here.
Control.
And then, see where you have that on tuck?
Here.
So that
Push. Gotcha. Pressure.
Lean forward.
So, step to the outside. Knee. See this? On her elbow. In the corner.
Can I consider the same thing about you?
Like that. See what happens? I don't have this. You're still controlling. You know, you can take my back from them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, it's pretty screwed.
Relaxed.
Yes.
Good. This is not good. Yeah. This. You're like this. How many good foot locks you're in trouble? So I switch to this.
Well, no, you want to do like
Playing like a tight ball for the game. Get the legs away from the arms in. Good. Drop the combat base. You know, so just put this on one and then next this leg. Just drop this foot. Yeah, drop this knee in, man. Yeah, so again, that's your combat base. That's the key here for it. But I've still got wrist control. You know, plus I'm gonna put my double finger hook in. Which changes everything. You know, we move. We did. We bring up over. On the camera, wacky. Did you watch that? So again, this works really well. You know, so again.
Yeah.
So the minute I change from passing from standing and I come to here, which is my combat based position, and I'm looking to the dollar heel hook. Deep is good. Control. Remember all those moves? Remember the way back? Yeah. Hip escape. Straighten your leg. You know. Try to get knee on belly. I'm stopping you.
Back straight.
You know, you can throw a bowler from there. Yeah, there's your knee on belly. See what you're doing? I've got to move. Yeah.
What I can do is walk around north south and take the arm bar from there.
That's usual.
Get you using that arm. Forward, with the stick. Walk out. Now you can take it either, you can jump over and take this arm, or you can do the one that lays the shoulder and underneath the shoulder. But just to focus on this arm. Alright?
There you go.
And then fall back.
Pull back on this side. Pull back.
See goes through there. We're almost right off the head of the knee.
Thank you. The back. Just walk.
Not there. Bring it in.
Walking. Now just put where my arm is nice and back. Yeah. So do what we're doing now.
Big cat. That's it, boss.